Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news this hour, we know healthcare costs are a big concern in our community, but how often do you think about the cost of healthcare for your pet? Some pet owners are paying thousands of dollars out of pocket for life-saving treatments.
So could pet insurance help save you money in the long run? ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick investigates.
Cynthia Crow knew something wasn't right when she picked up her dog, Pumpkin, from the groomer.
He just didn't look right, and I said to my husband, there's something wrong with him here, very wrong.
She rushed him to the vet. Pumpkin had cuts on his ear and paw, bruises across his stomach, and a broken jaw.
It can't be fixed. It's broken for the rest of his life.
Pumpkin couldn't even be totally healed by surgery, so now he's stuck wearing this muzzle every day.
He gets special food to eat. He has medication that goes in the food. I feed him by hand because he can't eat by himself.
Bills keep piling up.
Right now it's up to about $1,700.
The money keeps coming out of pocket.
If you love your pet, you'll do whatever it takes. If I have to sell a house to take care of him, I'll do that.
Crow is kicking herself now for not getting pet insurance.
I talked about it at one time, but he is so well protected by us. We didn't think we needed it.
Pet insurance is similar to human health insurance. It can come in handy during emergency and unexpected situations. And of course, there are monthly fees.
I've seen payments range from $30 a month to several $100s a month.
It all depends on how extensive of a plan you're looking at.
They can have deductibles. They can be as comprehensive as covering wellness visits and the routine medical care, or they can be a plan for emergency situations.
The Humane Society of Sarasota County doesn't have a stance on pet insurance. They say it's up to the pet owner. The shelter staff simply suggests that any pet owner do his or her research.
There are so many plans out there, so make sure you do your research first, as well as ask your vet any questions before you invest in a policy.
Let's crunch some numbers and get some quotes to figure out exactly what kind of prices we're looking at for pet insurance here on the Suncoast.
Let's compare prices and plans for a cat, small dog, and large dog, assuming they're all the same age, 2 years old. For Healthy Paws Pet Insurance, we're looking at $26 a month for a cat and $37 a month for each a small and large dog. That plan has a $200 deductible for each pet. Over a 10-year lifespan, you'd pay $3,120 for the cat's insurance and $4,440 for a dog. Let's compare that to Nationwide's pet insurance plan. It would cost $26 a month for a cat and $27 a month for a dog. That's $3,120 over a 10-year life expectancy for the cat and $3,240 for the dog. That plan has a $250 deductible. It also offers a more inclusive plan that would cover a long list of illnesses that the basic plan wouldn't, like feces tests, deworming, and dental disease. That plan would be about $50 per month per pet, or $6,000 for the 10 years of insurance. One last comparison. Let's look at Embrace Pet Insurance. On the $200 deductible plan, the cat would cost $24 a month, and both dogs about $32 a month. Again, looking at those numbers over 10 years, you'd pay $2,280 for the cat and $3,840 per dog. So no matter which plan you look at, cats overall are cheaper to cover through pet insurance. But there are other factors that go into these monthly fees.
Breed will play a role, age just like people. Think about it like life insurance and people. It's going to be similar. The younger you do it, the cheaper it is per month, right off the bat.
Dr. Ryan Beverly works at Suncoast Veterinary Emergency and Specialty Center on Route 41 in Sarasota. He's typically dealing with emergency situations and rarely ever sees clients come in with pet insurance.
I do have cases come in where a dog could undergo treatment that could potentially be life-saving. We can never make guarantees. And people end up going for humane euthanasia because it's either they pay for that procedure, which might work, or they keep the roof on their house.
To avoid those heartbreaking situations, Dr. Beverly suggests pet owners be prepared for the unexpected and purchase pet insurance.
I have no brand loyalty. They all seem to be good. I think it's always going to be situational.
A disadvantage, most pet insurance companies won't cover pre-existing conditions.
One big thing I don't like about pet insurance is that you have to actually pay for up front whatever service you get. It's not like human insurance where it pays itself up front. You actually have to pay it, the client does, and then they get reimbursed.
Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Certainly a lot of great and useful information there in that story.
For pet owners here. Yep, a great day of golf and fundraising at the Plantation Golf and Country Club in Venice.
ABC 7's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is there with more on what the Celebrity Golf Classic means for our area. Bob?
Well, that's a big part of it, what it means for our area. Over 40 charities here in South Sarasota County benefit from this, and over the past 26 years, they've raised over $2.8 million for this golf tournament here at the Plantation Golf and Country Club. And one of the guys who started off at the inception of this tournament, a familiar face to many here along the Suncoast, Ed Howard of Howard Lincoln Mazda now. Ed Howard, we talked about Jan, he got a hole-in-one on number 15, and you had the vehicle up there. How does it feel?
Feels good. I mean, I'm glad that somebody could win the car. I mean, we come out here for 26 years and put holes in ones, and this is the first time we've lost a car, but really we sold one, I think.
Yeah, and, He actually, Jan bought one last year.
Yep. He's a customer already, and then this is the one that we won. And out of all the years that we put cars on hole-in-ones for all kind of charitable tournaments, this is the second one that has ever been.
Out of over 26 years, you've done that, and many different tournaments, not just this one. You do a lot for this community, obviously, by sponsoring this. What do you think of this wonderful event?
Oh, it's a great event. I mean, all charities we get involved with, we always have. We do a lot of stuff for the kids, handicapped kids, sports. I believe in doing things for the kids, where they have something to do other than what they shouldn't be doing. So this is a great tournament. We've been involved, like I say, 26 years. We've been one of the sponsors for 26 years. And I'm really glad that someone got the hole-in-one.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Tommy. You got 3 of them yourself, so yeah, we want to let that in there too.
Okay.
I tell you what, beautiful weather right now, 75 degrees. We've got clear skies, and the dew point is still high at 67. So we're looking for a warm night. They're having the awards ceremony. We're going to show you the scoreboard here in just a little bit, and also maybe interview some other celebrities here that participated in this wonderful tournament. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you so much, Bob. Looks nice out there. The Venice Airport, which already has a military background, is playing host to 3 World War II era planes throughout the weekend.
They're called the Warbirds, and in the 1940s, they made the difference in an Allied victory in the Second World War. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us live from the airport with more on what visitors can see this weekend. Christopher?
Well, good evening. Over 18,000 of these B-24s were built for World War II. That is the most produced American wartime aircraft ever. Today, there's only one that remains airworthy, and it's right here. Climbing through the aircraft, you get a sense of what it must have been like to fly in one of these in the 1940s.
We used to go through here with the barn doors open.
With the barn doors open in mid-flight?
Sure.
What was that like?
Well, I don't know. It's one way of getting from the front to the back.
At 19 years old, Harold Jordan was in the Army Air Corps. He flew in one of these B-24s over the South Pacific in World War II.
It's nice to see the old thing again. Realize how primitive it is.
You forget over 70 years, huh?
Yeah.
Jordan told us the only thing that's changed in 70 years is how easy it is for him to crawl through it.
You looked up from the Navy, you looked up in the air and all you seen was black sky with all the planes, thousands of them.
Angelo Erase was on a Navy landing craft going into D-Day. He remembers seeing these B-17s flying overhead.
I remember them making a lot of noise, dropping bombs.
The B-24, B-17, and P-51 Mustang are taken across the country by the Collings Foundation as pieces of living history.
And just spread to the public, which tend to be learning less and less about World War II, what this greatest generation went through for our freedom.
As for those who flew on them, it's a special thing to climb back aboard and to tell the younger generation about it. What was it like to be on this thing while it's flying?
What was it like?
Yeah.
Oh, you're busy flying it. I don't know. Well, just.
You didn't really think about it much back then, did you?
No, not when you're that age. You're immortal.
Really, it was an awe-inspiring sight when these 3 aircraft came in for a landing, a true reminder of all of our shared history. The planes will be here through the weekend at the Venice Airport. We do want to make note, there is a fee for adults and children to get in. Live in Venice, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Christopher, thank you so much for showing us that wonderful day there in Venice for all those World War II veterans. Coming up, ABC 7's Linda Carson will show us what's coming up in the Suncoast Scene this weekend.
Coming up on Suncoast Scene, way to find everything fun and delicious this weekend.
Join ABC 7 at the all-new 2018 edition of Circus Sarasota. Ovation under the big top at Nathan Benderson Park behind the mall at UTC. Friday, February 9th through Sunday, March 4th. All opening weekend tickets are 20% off, courtesy of ABC 7. To purchase your discount tickets, visit circusarts.org, the Circus Sarasota box office at the big top, or call 941-355-9805.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
I just had a very educational ride with Nina.
Did you learn anything?
Where do I begin? So all this stuff goes into a safety check.
Yep.
It's a long list.
It's important stuff.
Test the smoke detector.
Yep.
Check the breaker box.
Yep.
Meter the GFCIs.
Ground fault circuit interrupters.
Why do that?
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Nina, you make it look easy.
Thanks, but don't do it yourself.
Who's your guy?
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, canoeing, camping, and more. Or challenge yourself on Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy a Deep South dining experience. Book your adventure in one of our members' lodges or stay at the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Here's today's Job of the Day. ABC 7 is seeking a digital media producer to write and post fresh content to our website in real time. Excellent writing skills and newsroom experience required. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
If this beautiful weather makes you want to get outside this weekend, you're not alone, and we've got some events you want to check out this weekend.
ABC 7's Linda Carson tells us all about them in this week's Suncoast Scene.
Circus Sarasota opens Friday night under the big top next to UTC Mall. The show Ovation celebrates 250 years of the modern circus.
We always work to present the best disciplines and acts that are currently working in the world. Several of the artists that are presented in this year's Circus Sarasota have won medals at the festival in Monaco, the International Circus Festival. And so there's hand balancing, there's the pinnacle of all circus, the flying trapeze.
And much more. And Rhinoceros opens at the Oslo Rep. David Breitbart plays a man named Berenger.
Berenger finds himself in a world where people are starting to turn into rhinoceroses.
Everybody he knows turns into a rhinoceros.
The play, I think, is to a degree about resisting becoming part of a herd.
Rhinoceros at the Oslo Rep through April 14th.
Can you believe that all of these flowers are actually seashells? The Sarasota Shell Show is back.
It's in Sarasota at the Potter Building at the Sarasota County Fairgrounds Friday through Sunday. Come and see the amazing things that can be made from seashells and learn more about them.
You will see shells that you didn't even know existed. You will see artwork made of shells that are so beautiful. When you see our flowers, people actually pick them up and smell them. And we say to them, those are made of seashells. Our artwork, most of us are award-winning artists.
And you see shells from around the world, and when you're on the beach, you don't realize that there is actually a living entity inside that shell. And you can kind of come in and see the different shells from not only Southwest Florida, but from around the world.
And Sarasota goes Greek this weekend. The St. Barbara Greek Festival is now open, and it will be open through February 11th. You won't find a sweeter place than this weekend.
We have some really good food is our main attraction, and the dancing. Our kids put on a heck of a performance for everybody. And as you can see behind us, we have our vendors that sell all kinds of things from the islands, from Greece. The food is the main thing.
How sweet it is. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
That's good food right there.
It looks like it.
Yep. Stay with us. Bob's forecast is next.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured or arrested, I know this feels like the end of the road, but really it's the beginning of a long, potentially stressful process. So give us a call. Let us give you some peace of mind.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
ABC 7's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us live once again from the Plantation Community Foundation Celebrity Golf Classic. So what we can expect the weather to be like this weekend, Bob?
I got to tell you, the weather was outstanding today for this wonderful event that helps over many charities here along South Sarasota County. And we are at a wonderful golf course here. They have 36 holes, and this is the Plantation Golf and Country Club. And joining me now live as the Director of Golf is Sean Martin. Sean, wonderful track, wonderful event, and this is your first season here. What do you think of it?
It was amazing. Thanks for being here. Great day, great golf.
and some great scores as you can see.
Yeah, speaking of scores, we're going to zero in on the scores right here. We thought we were going to win this thing with a 48, but you got to look at it.
We got cut by 3.
We got cut by 3. And guess what? So we had Ken Singleton of the Baltimore Orioles, and then Ken Frayling, who lives in Sarasota. I played golf with him. His group shot a 48, so they came in second place, cutting back. But then Mike Torres, who's a big player against the Singleton there, come in with a 45. Those are some good scores.
Excellent scores.
Yes.
It was a fun day, great cause. We raised almost $60,000 for local charities. The foundation here has raised almost $2.8 million
it's amazing.
in the 26 years that they've had this event here.
And you guys have been the nice folks to have this event each and every year for over 26 years. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice talking to you, Sean. And then one of the guys here who participates, everyone knows him, Henry Lawrence, who was the #1 draft pick of the Oakland Raiders back in 1974. Henry, how'd you do out there today?
Well, I hit a few.
Yeah, that's all that matters. So did I. I had a few left, a few right. But it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did get one eagle though.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
So it's a good event, good cause.
It's a great cause.
And you get to see some of the people, the NFL players, as well as the Major League Baseball players.
Baseball, basketball, and it is really awesome.
And you always help out with a lot of charities throughout the community. And this is what it's all about, isn't it?
I do. God has blessed me, so it's a blessing for me to be able to help contribute.
And always good seeing you too, Henry.
Thank you.
Always looking good, man.
All right, we got to do it sometime.
That's right, we'll do it. Go Raiders. We got to do some singing too.
Oh yeah.
He's a great singer, as well as golfer. The weather was perfect out here today, and get a look at what's happening right now. Van Wezel webcam is showing fair skies overhead all day long here at the again, Plantation Golf and Country Club. It was beautiful out here today with temperatures warming into the upper 70s to low 80s across the community. And it looks as though we will see this great weather continue, despite the fact the presence of a cold front has made its way down into our area. It's, for the most part, fizzled out. Now, there's a chance for some fog tonight, but I don't think we'll see the kind of fog we saw this morning. But we will see some clouds around on Friday, so expect that. Not much chance for rain. Now, there's a chance for an inland shower or two as a result of the heating of the day. Today's highs in the interior portions of our viewing area warmed up to 85, 86 degrees, and with that kind of heat, there's always the potential for an isolated shower to pop up. There's the high today, 80 degrees, well above the average, which is 73. Current temps into the 60s over the Panhandle, 59 in Jacksonville. Still warm, though, in places like Arcadia at 81, 81 at Lake Placid, and 81 in Punta Gorda, 78 in Northport. The forecast for tomorrow looks like this. Temperatures warming once again into the low 80s under partly cloudy skies. And the satellite and radar picture showing there's one quick hitter. It's a Clipper system moving through parts of Wisconsin and into Michigan tonight. Also northern Indiana that is moving through, and winter storm warnings are up for those areas. So it's nice to be out here playing golf in this lovely weather here along the Sun Coast. As far as the future trend goes, we look at the European model. Just some clouds now and again, not much rainfall for us. That little piece of energy passes way to our north and does not have much of an impact here. So let's get to the boating weather. If you plan on boating tomorrow, looks good. Just a light chop out there. Seas running 2 feet or less. Winds will start out of the east, turning to the southwest at around 5 to 10 knots, and the beaches will see a high of 77 degrees. As far as the 7-day forecast goes, well, here it is. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, 30% chance for showers, mainly inland, northeast winds at 5 to 10. Here's the extended now. Temperatures warming into the low 80s all the way through the next 7 days. You can't ask for better weather. We'll be right back after this. Stick around.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
I heard about the Datole Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Datole Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Datole Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
rugs as art. Sarasota's only area rug superstore. Everyone likes the 2018 Honda Civic for $169 a month. You made Civic a best-selling compact car in America. You'll like Civic's 5-star safety ratings and that KBB.com named Civic a best buy and the most awarded car. Get the 2018 Civic at a payment you'll love. $169 a month today at your local Honda dealer.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Sunnews weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7, we're here for you.
Mote Marine Labs unveiling a massive project today to build a new aquarium over the next 3 years at Nathan Benderson Park.
This is what Mote's new state-of-the-art aquarium could look like by the end of 2021. That's something, isn't it? The state-of-the-art facility will double the size of Mote's current aquarium and generate an estimated $28 million a year. The aquarium will be built on current county-owned land at Nathan Benderson Park and is expected to draw 700,000 visitors in its first year. This move now allows Mote Marine to expand its research facilities at its current City Island location and will also offer free interactive teaching labs to area students to inspire more marine education. They hope to break ground by the end of 2019. Isn't that something?
Scott, I am so excited for this. I mean, this is just so great for students here in our area and for visitors who might be coming because Mote Marine is just a great organization.
Yeah, so you're going to have the rowing park on one side and then the UTC Mall on the other and then that thing right in the middle.
Can't wait.
Yeah. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Alex Karras Lincoln's 40th anniversary sale. Please join us in welcoming the 2 newest additions to the Lincoln lineup, our flagship luxury sedan, the 2018 Lincoln Continental, and the totally redesigned 2018 Lincoln Navigator, featuring 450 horsepower, 10-speed transmission, and many best-in-class features. Alex Karras Lincoln, where our mission statement is consistent commitment, every client, every time. Located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.